Good morning, folks. Today we are going to continue my progress towards reaching Pandaria. I suppose I should probably bring up chat on my phone so I can actually read that. I was like, wow, I got ready to go super fast today, but that is because I did not actually fully get ready, and that's why it was so fast, because I just didn't do part of the stuff I needed to do. Alright. Good to go.
I am grateful.
We gotta turn this down a little bit on my side. Alright, so I could head to Hyjal. What's Q gonna be like? Ooh, 11 minutes. Yes, we will be doing some questing, I think. Although we could, you know what would be really fast if I have flying? We could do candy buckets. Alright, it's time for the most engaging gameplay. That is what my stream has become, really. Like, whatever I can think of that is the least watchable, but the most chattable, honestly. Oh. Alright, that's not... There's not as much experience as I was hoping. Well... I was really expecting it to be like a whole bar. A whole little bubble. Okay. Well, I suppose we should go back to Hyjal then. This is a very full inventory. I'm gonna mail some stuff to a friend who maybe wants to disenchant it.
I can't trade that. That's bound to me.
How is everybody today? My quiet chat. I'm gonna pretend that there is like 10 of you who just needed somewhere chill to be this morning. Welcome in. Glad you're here. Chat. All that business. I really thought I had more things that had dropped while I was leveling. But apparently I didn't. And all of this is from, like, Burning Crusade. Which I don't think is what the person these are going to really needs help with leveling through. So that is a little bit unfortunate. But at least my inventory's clear. At least the inventory is... Okay, clearer. We're gonna... Well, I guess we'll be fair in that regard. We're gonna say clearer. Vendor. Probably vendor? Okay, that's... Vendor? My own alts? These are when I was questing and not doing anything. Keeping these for a reason? Nope. That feels much, much better. Okay. On our quest to return where we had been. Oh. Oh, I don't have the ability to equip that yet. I need to level up one more time. I was like, oh, why am I not using it? Alright. Ooh, I should be doing
May your blades never dull.
a couple different things, actually.
For the Horde.
So I need to do Bright Moon Fair to get a buff, but I also need to do Wickerman Ashes out front of Undercity. So we will go get the Wickerman Ashes, and then Korean Tundra. That is not where I want to go. I think this one is Gromgall. No, it's not. What luck! Alright, great. So we'll get Wickerman Ashes, and then we will get Bright Moon Fair. Or sorry, Dark Moon Fair. Bright Moon Fair was a guild I was in for a while. Dark Moon Fair buff, and then hopefully it will speed up quickly. So worried that if I like accidentally start flying, I'll get left behind and then we'll have to wait for the Zeppelin. Which, you know, if I thought Candy Bucket was not going to be an engaging form of stream, like, wait until we get to Waiting for Zeppelin, the movie. Alright, Wicker Man. Oh. I'm gonna make a speech. Okay.
What now? Embrace the shadows.
In life, we suffered unspeakable tragedies. We watched as our homes were razed to the ground. We cried out in agony.
We are not gonna make it
were cut down before our eyes.
to having all this work out for us, are we? Well, I guess we missed watching the end of that, but hopefully we'll level up. Alright, so in this one I remember we need to focus down, let's see, this one. Otherwise they transform and they become a lot more dangerous.
That's still recharging. That's still recharging.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Can't cast that yet. It isn't great.
I have been playing Hunter in like 3 different versions of the game, and I have to say, is that disorienting to try and remember like what is different about the rotations in each version of stuff. Alright, so admittedly this is definitely going to prove faster than flying around for candy buckets. I also am not that into collecting things in Myths Classic. I feel like it's really about the content for me. Like just seeing the quests and the story in the dungeons. Anything that like I want to collect and build up my collection, that's really something I more feel like doing in retail specifically.
That's still recharging. That's ready. I can't answer that yet. I need a target. I need to target something.
But we can't do the content that I'm really into for Myths Classic until we have a Myths level character, and I am hoping that this morning I have 2 hours, and I'm hoping that we're gonna get surprisingly close to that goal.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready.
We'll see.
I don't have a target. I need to target something. I can't do that. I need a target. I
I have my keybind set up for a mouse that I'm not using right now, and some of those buttons are set up with, oh, I use this all the time, so it'll be on this special mouse button, and I have to just click it. I have to click it where people can see me clicking. The boss bugged out. Pull it again.
That's still recharging.
Problem is, once I get into the habit of clicking, I click everything. Like, I don't need to click things that are key bound to the number 5.
I need a target. That isn't ready. That ability isn't ready. I can't do that yet. I don't have a target. I need to target something. That spell isn't ready. Not ready. Can't do that.
Alright, we continue on. I would say it seems like this is maybe going to get us half a level. If we can hit 84, I'll expect that. I think 84 for sure today during this stream. But it would be amazing, actually, if we somehow made it all the way to 85. That would be great, to be able to, like, next time I play, it's time for Pandaria. I have done Jade Forest a lot because Pandaria was my favorite expansion for a long time. I think it probably still is. But of course you start in Jade Forest regardless. So I have done that a fair bit, and I admit that I think it might be a little bit challenging to like focusedly move through it, and I do want to focusedly move through it because what I really want to do is see the veil before it changes. Obviously I haven't seen that since man, 2013. But I'd really like to do that. But then I do want to spend time just like hanging out in Pandaria. I feel like if I don't get to seeing the veil, I'm not gonna get to see it before it gets ruined. Spoiler alert, if you don't know that. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that without spoiler alert before I said it. Oh, they block line of sight. Okay. I should get recount, not because I feel like I need to push damage, but simply because I am curious. Like, how do I stack up compared to other people? My gear as I'm leveling like this isn't always staying super up to date. But I also don't know how many people are super awesome at like getting DPS out of their class. It does seem to be the case, me and a friend have observed, actually Songdale, have observed that it feels like there's more totally new WoW players in Classic than there is in Retail. So I feel like, especially because it's harder to find resources for like how do you play X, especially while leveling up in Pandaria, now that Pandaria was released 10 years ago. It just seems like it's not as clear where to find that information.
That's still recharging.
It's not where all the cutting edge attention is. And like I think it was pretty easy to still find that during like Wrath Classic because that was a big deal, like a lot of people cared about that, but I feel like Pandaria Classic is a lot more niche.
I need to target something first. That's still recharging. That sword is ready. I need to get closer. I can't do that.
Don't need it. I don't need the loot. Demon portal seems bad.
None may pass into the world's heart.
That spell isn't ready.
Break yourselves upon my body. Feel the strength of the earth.
I feel like there is a mechanic to it where it's like if you're DPSing, it does some portion of the damage back to you. I don't totally. gonna reset if pulling him. It's kind of weird that like the two quests in here are for the first boss and the last boss, but there's two bosses in the middle that we just don't acknowledge. Like, who is this guy? What's his lore?
Break yourselves upon my body. Feel the strength of the earth.
Not ready yet. I cannot cast that yet.
I was hoping for a trinket for me, but alas, no. What are my trinkets? Oh, I have things that I should like. I mean, this is not an ideal place to put them, but this is where I have right now.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready. That's still recharging.
Wow, that's a lot of damage codification. The 5 should. Hopefully more will be some. Alright, there we go, that is enough. I guess with how many she summons throughout the fight, it would be somewhat difficult to fail to complete that quest, even without pulling more in the previous room. I bet she pulls 100 of them during this fight. Those are pretty big packs. Alright. Teleport in and out. It does look like there's a teleporter here, but I didn't immediately see one down by the boss, and I didn't want to get stuck not having one at all, so. Alright, that did not get me to halfway like I thought it would. So that's a little bit brutal. Well, we got 3 DPS. I don't know whether it's tanks and heals that take significant time here or not. Oh, one of them could be a healer. That's good.
Yes. Dark Lady watch over you. Victory for Sylvanas.
We can go to Bright Moon Fair also and
I am forsaken.
get...
Our time.
Get another experience boost. Actually, I think I will get more Ash. Just redo this buff since I'm here. And then we are going to go find a Dark Moon Fair representative. If that is still going on. It was going on yesterday. It is going on all this week. Okay. You know, right now it is... Ooh, okay. That cube is not that bad. Right this Monday, it had been Dark Moon or New Moon. And I'm kind of wondering if since it's a monthly event, I'm kind of wondering if it does happen the week of the new moon on Earth. Like, I think I'm gonna have to look ahead in the calendar and check, because somebody, but Songvale actually pointed that out to me yesterday. And
I'm listening.
that would just be really cool if it was, in fact, the case.
What business have you? The young
Thanks to... Okay.
Tornado run.
Well, maybe we will get as far as we will not, but that's okay. I think I've done the quest here already. Oh, it just pops up, and it would be here if I hadn't done it. Okay, so this character has already done this quest. But we are looking to get a few more bars. I guess the one thing I have to remember is, like, this was only 5 levels. So if it's taking me twice as long to get a level, like, it's just because it is accounting for 2 levels in a previous expansion. But I really just want to see Pandaria. Just want to go back there again. Not too much to ask.
I need to target something.
Alright, we are gonna blow through this place, it looks like. Which I am A-okay with. I thought we might get experience. We did, because we got experience for the other ones he killed, but we don't for these ones on the bridge. Noted. I am beginning to think that we definitely will hit 84. Sorry, we definitely will hit 83. Oh, we're definitely not getting 85. Oh, that's unfortunate. We definitely will get 83. I don't know if we'll get 84. Probably won't get 84, which is unfortunate.
You will suffer for this interruption.
just the DPS through it because no one's blocking the other one. Alright. Wow, that worked. Okay. That's fair, I guess, if that's what we're gonna do. Longville says that she's gonna come join me. But I haven't seen her yet. I wonder where she is.
I can't cast that yet. I can't cast that.
It is really challenging. I think I've acknowledged this before, but it's quite challenging to be a social streamer rather than like a amazing gameplay streamer before you have an audience that has the numbers to have an easier time like gaining more of an audience.
I can't do that.
There often just isn't that much to say, unless you're just rambling about your life, but I have to think about what I want to say. I think, you know, it's like, well, A, I shouldn't ramble about my workplace too much. But B, like, I don't think I want to. I think I want to get better about having that be, like, one life, and then having a different, more real, authentic life that is everything I do besides working. But...
That spell isn't ready yet.
Oh, I made the same mistake. I should not be pulling these. Well, like, maybe I do want to ramble about life, but only about the not employment portion of it. I got a gift card to Costco from a family member for $100, and I went and I bought like all the fall groceries. So I have squash, I have onions, I have sweet potatoes, I have just all kinds of things that I'm excited about. I feel like I wasn't hungry prior to the stream starting, but now I wish I had pulled some chicken out of the freezer. I have debated doing a cooking stream before, actually. I feel like I would enjoy doing that, but I would need to actually get a camera to stream anything in real life. I don't necessarily think right now I want to do, like these, but I feel like I would like to do miniatures or oh, that explains where you've been, Slungville. Hello. Would you mind banning the spammer that posted right before you?
I need a target. That spell isn't ready.
I feel like I should just blacklist the word Scream Boo, because I think that's been in all of the spam bot stuff. Oh, they must have posted right before you did. Before you got here.
To target something.
I have banned them. That does seem strange, but... There's like an eye slashed out before them, so I'm wondering if that means like nobody but me could see them, or maybe they whispered it to me. They might have whispered it to me. Maybe that's what the eye with the slash mark means. I feel like I understand moving towards little like information graphics instead of words, because people find those easier to interpret, but The thing that we have forgotten that we used to do was like when you mouse or clicked on icons that you didn't understand, it would tell you in text what it meant. And I feel like for some reason we don't do that anymore. And it makes things very unclear. Particularly if you're just like not on the pulse of like, oh, I have the same like mental spiderweb, so this icon means the same thing to me as it does to the UI developer. But anyway, I'm thinking that we will definitely get to 83. We are currently 82. But unfortunately, most likely, we will not. We definitely won't get to 85, and I'm really doubtful we're going to get to 84 this morning. Really? I guess it might just be like I like the Blackrock Mountain dungeons a lot, and I feel like this music goes with other stuff too, but I'm trying to decide if it's a new version for Kata, but it's just kind of like the dungeon music, I feel like, is what I think of this as being. That makes sense. I think it probably plays in here because it's a Blackrock Mountain dungeon. Isn't it? Yeah, Blackrock Caverns. Oh, well, duh, of course. Part of me would just have this moment of like, is this Grim Batol? But no, it's not Grim Batol. Grim Batol is like with the dragons. That makes sense. I feel like running through here, it's not unlikely that it was always a just sort of a spot on a long leveling binge towards whatever the current cap was. It is rude that he flips and loses all his debuffs. Alright. Well, let's see if we can get them to join up with us again. Hey, that should make it pretty fast. What do we got? We need 1 DPS. That is going to be a-okay. Let's see if we can get the experience bonus from Darkmoon Fair. No, but that's alright. I'm okay with the fast queue. What? No, that was mean. Did you see it? The tank queued with us. It popped right away and the tank rejected. That's okay. We still have a healer. So, it should be pretty fast, which is great. We won't make it to the experience buff, but we will after this one, I think. We'll get as close as we can. Maybe... Nope. Mooshing the kitty. I think it's kind of great that she doesn't really, like, see mooshing as a punishment. You know, if you get cat buns, you should get one that says moosh. Maybe she acts up to be mooshed. Oh, yeah, it's this one. But at least it has the best, sound in the game. I only have my coffee. I did just have a sip of my coffee.
I need to target something first.
How do you... that's... bothers me that, like, these animations play in, like, slow motion where you can see individual frames. Like, the frame rate is low, but only on this effect. No! Hunters missed the boat. I thought that said friend of the dark below, but it says fiend of the dark below. I've never noticed him being right here. Terrifying.
Armies of the depths, wash over our enemies as a tide of death.
Well, they've pulled the boss with 2 of their DPS not even there. So I hope I still get experience from it. Here it comes. Big jellyfish. Friend of the dark below. That was so funny when Dusk Harbor said that. Alright, here we go. Hopefully... Looks like the fight is still going on, so there might still be something left for us to do. Oh, good. They did not pull after all. They are doing trash. Very slowly. Alright, great.
That's still recharging. I don't
That is some nuts. You think that's
Here's the room, where shortly we will hear the greatest sound effect in WoW. Although, to be honest, my impression is so good, we've basically already heard it today. It's a gift. What can I say? Hello, Agatha Kitty. Dedicate the stream to you.
I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
I have to admit, until the last couple of years, never used things that would, like, purge beneficial effects from the enemy or whatever. But it's been kind of fun doing that and watching their buffs go away.
You have interfered with our plans for the last time. Minions, rise from the ice.
I think I want the Tempest Witch down. Casters are just always bad news unless they're on your team. My pet is not here anymore, I just realized.
Need to target something. Can't do that.
At least I'm Marks and not Beast Mastery. I guess I probably would have figured it out a lot sooner if I was Beast Mastery. Yeah, like, purging their buffs feels clever, and I feel like it also makes me more interested in what their buffs are. Like, I notice what the effects are. Obviously, there are some that don't, like, greatly affect gameplay, like, makes them bigger or makes them smaller. But, like, removing their shields and stuff is... Or, and rages also can be really key.
I need a target. Not ready yet. That ability is a waste.
It is time. Oh, purging people's heal over times in PvP is so fun. Great. Best sound effect.
I can't attack that target.
What do we learn? Don't stand in the stuff. What we learn. We also have learned to watch our focus bar because we'll keep doing our focus regain ability while we have full focus. And that is very embarrassing and makes us look real stupid. Look how big my kitty is now. Hey. Your friend and be happy? What? Oh, the sound just makes you think of me and then you're happy? And to be clear, like, I frequently don't have enough focus on this character. I was talking about this earlier. I play Hunter in 3 different versions of the game. And so the icons and stuff are similar, but obviously, like, the rotation in all these eras is completely different. And that led to, like, I don't know, it leads to some not good play when I first get back into a particular version of the game. Because I don't know what I'm doing. All the icons are the same, or many of the icons are the same, and yet, like, the order I should activate any of them can be very, very different. Finally, something good for me. Am I gonna get it, or is it gonna go to the other person? Give it to me, RNG. Give it to me, RNG. Give it to me, RNG. Apparently it's... I won! Yay! It looks like that is our new chant that gets us the stuff. I picked it up very, very fast. Necklace. It's a big upgrade. Well, very good luck, guys. This is so rude. And if he picks to attack me, he will reset the fight. What do you think? Am I gonna get experience for it or not? I'm in
Oh,
combat.
thank you, my friends. Forgive me. I have grown too weak to be of any assistance.
I am hoping that I do get experience. This dungeon won't put me at 83, but I will be very, very close, I think.
Is this reality?
I think I'll probably be like, I'm gonna guess that I'll be 3 bubbles off. They do not seem to have that much DPS without me. Maybe I am... I don't know, maybe this fight takes a long time. Or maybe I am, in fact, doing a lot of DPS.
I am weary. You must carry on without me. I shall take my leave once the shadow has returned.
We still have about an hour left of stream, and then I have to pause, do some laundry, get a bite to eat. Although, honestly, I'm thinking... I guess I should keep eating my avocados. I was like, I'm kind of into the chicken, which is frozen right now. Maybe after this dungeon, if they don't want to requeue, we will briefly stand up to warm up some chicken. I was bad and had aspect of the pack on for that pull. On the topic of like the level grind just kind of being monotonous, but like what you're there for is chatting, I do see where that's not necessarily sustainable in a world in which people don't continue playing the same game forever. Like, because it's not super gripping to bring in new people unless maybe they are already really good friends and they don't have their own hobbies and games. With people, because like the gameplay isn't super riveting, you don't get into anything, and I wonder if the game being left in that state for so long also contributed to the fact that like people got to max but they didn't know about the story or care about it because they would have leveled with friends chatting with no context of like what they were killing or why. And I just wonder if like that was a, you know, a decent form of gameplay when people were just like hanging out in World of Warcraft, but it wasn't a good way to train people into engaging with the game in an overly meaningful or deep way. Alright, Pongwell has to go to the bathroom. I need to pause some chicken. I also kind of have to go to the bathroom. After this, we will take a break, and I will also get a water to fulfill your hydration request.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that.
I am also planning on...
That's still
I
recharging.
can't remember. If I have to do something at work at 10 a.m. on Friday, I probably won't stream in the morning. If it is just at noon, I will probably plan on streaming in the morning, and I might do art. I don't know. This morning I actually kind of wanted to play Pokemon, but it was WoW's day, so I turned this on, and then the sense of progress has overall made this fine. But right now I feel like Friday feels like art day. So we might work on another stream art thing. We'll see. Good job making a fish, Ben.
I need a target.
What?
It's
I had a list of like stream alerts I wanted to make. remember what any of them were, slash
Have a target.
what you
My waters are cleansed,
want.
drinking their power.
I need to target something first.
Behold the power of pure water.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. Not ready yet.
We used to call it ASCII art. Actually, somebody in the ferret Discord I'm in posted a really good ferret ASCII art the other day. Like, it was huge. It was not suitable for a Twitch chat. It was, like, ginormous. Alright, well, I was close. Instead of 3 bubbles, we're at 3.5. We will leave group. I am gonna grab this just before I, like, totally forget that this is why I'm here. Alright, we're gonna go to be right back. Course. Now the reality is I have to see if, because I unplugged my mic to stand up, the sound balancing is still okay. So let's go see where that's at. Looks like it is playing as it should be, so that is good. Alright, we're fine.
wheel for you. Have a good one. Be good.
Alright, that gave next to no experience.
What can I do? Be careful.
We will ride the carousel a little bit longer and wait for our cue to pop. I guess probably 60 minutes is all it's gonna give me because I was on this carousel for quite a long time while I was AFK. Not be past 60. That's probably what it is. Shall we see if there's anything to grind? Place is honestly deep. Also, it's very bright in my apartment right now, so I cannot really see much of anything besides trees against the horizon. Ah, well, that looks like it's not going to go well if I try to fight it. Here's the cannibal.
I'm listening.
Honestly, super weird. Have they ever come back and added more lore to Dark Moon since they did this? I can't remember. Alright, well we will have to leave to get more experience, it looks like. So, where do we want to go? Let's see. Well, we can just hearth to where we need to be. That probably would make the most sense. We'll do that. Now that's actually giving like a non-zero quantity of experience. But I still think ultimately like the fly time between areas will make that quite long.
Red Willow, is it true you're going to try to commune with the ancients? Southwest of here is the Shrine of Aviana, the matron of all flying creatures. It's the home of my favorite instructor, Choluna. I've never encountered one who was so deeply in touch with the spirits of this world. You could learn a lot from her. The recent attacks have isolated the shrine, but it's easily accessible from the air. Look for the second biggest tree on Hyjal. Good luck!
Oh, I probably should like accept the quest. My food is really sizzling beyond what I expected, so I'm actually gonna stand up for just 1 minute and go turn the heat down before that actively burns. This time I'm trying not unplugging the mic, and I don't know how safe that felt. Like, it just feels like there's a significant risk of accidentally going to the floor with my laptop. Welcome back, Songvale. Oh, I keep closing my phone, so I'm not going to be able to see chat if I do this. And that is an issue. I was like, oh, Songvale's back. Click. Closed my phone. Alright. Well, let us continue questing. I did get both of the EXP bonus. Ooh! Thank you for roleplay post. Love that. I am going to continue questing until this queue pops. It is 10:10. We only have 50 minutes left. I really don't think we are making it to 84. But maybe. We'll go with a solid probably not. But there is still a potentially yes in that probably not. While I'm leveling is when I always figure out, like, oh, this place is cool. Actually, I'd like to move through here more slowly. But it's always the stuff that's, like, in the middle that does it to me. It's never, like, the beginning that does it. And so, usually by the time I have a character in here again, it's because I'm, like, binging for something at endgame. And I don't know, it's tough to make a decision about how to handle that, but I really do not want to miss out on being the Veil whole again. Dungeon queue pop. So this is going to be 83 for us.
Ysera sent you? Good. We need all the help we can get. We'll never be able to recover the shrines to the ancients so long as the Twilight's hammer controls the roads. Somehow, we've got to stem the flood. Twilight's hammer has revealed itself as more than a mere cult. They're a war machine, a swarm of locusts moving up the mountain, devouring anything in their way. The parts of the forest they're not setting ablaze are being scoured of life in order to feed the mortal cultists. We've got to put a stop to the hunters canvassing Wolf's Run, not only to preserve what wildlife remains, but to force the cult to march on empty stomachs. Look south of here, as well as up the road to the east.
Alright, we will help them with that later. Right now, we're gonna hit 83. Hey, we're with the hunter from last time again, Melanos. I am getting... Oh, it's a kitty photo. She looks happy. I wonder if I should start a streamer Discord. I don't know who all will join it, but I could start a streamer Discord. That might, like, honestly, I probably should post that I'm, like, going live because my goal is to build, like, social community. So that would probably be a good idea. I maybe should sit down and, like, figure out all of the infrastructure stuff that I should set up. Like, I think having images in my, like, About Me area would probably be more visually interesting and compelling. And then also Discord, and I guess I could post alerts on, like, Blue Sky. I don't have a lot of people follow me on Blue Sky, but they're like, maybe, I don't know. And then, especially when I do art streams, I could mention that I'm going to stream on Kara. We could make Agatha emojis, that's true. I feel like my ferrets should be the stream mascots, but since Agatha is always here and the ferrets often are not for stream time, you know, I could see the draw for Agatha. I guess Agatha matches the potential witchiness of the whole affair a little bit. A little bit more, like, widely known stereotypically. Although ferrets also have a significant magical element to them. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I think I've mentioned this before, but like, when I haven't not played WoW since I met you, like, when I met you in 2019, I've had an active WoW sub ever since, but, like, with the Steel Rune Guild and all of that. But there would be times when I didn't have a WoW sub for like 6 months or something, because I just wasn't playing, or I didn't have money for it, or whatever. And I would sometimes run into World of Warcraft screenshots, and I would catch myself like trying to play WoW on the screenshot of the game. I just wanted to play WoW again. The ferrets are the lurkers. I love it. That's a great idea. Uh-oh, the tank. Tank. Alright, tank's gonna live. That's good.
It's too far away. I need to get closer. That's still recharging. I need to try something first. I can't waste that.
This place actually is incredibly beautiful. I do feel like it could use just a little bit of deeper shadows to like really give everything definition, but I understand why they were going for this very light, airy, glowing place. It would be hard to look at if they made it more glowy, so I think they should have just added a tiny bit more contrast with all that. I think I am starting to, like, smell food, so I might have to BRB in the dungeon, kind of a social faux pas, and turn off the stove. I think it's rewarming or cooking my food faster than I thought it was going to. I feel like clicking this and then going and doing it might make sense. Blueberry the mouse is the most courageous mouse. I'll be right back. It was good that I went and got it for sure. But I hear that I missed my own level up. put passive back on my bar for my pet. That was genuinely my bad. Well, we've lost our experience bonuses and destroyed any goodwill that this group might have towards me. Now the timer I forgot to turn off. Well, this is why you don't make food while you're streaming, although the food had nothing to do with that pull. That was just me being dumb. Fear me. Alright. Oh, you know what? I'm like verbally responding to things going on in the chat, and it occurs to me now that like y'all can't see the chat. People are frustrated. Although in fairness, I can't see the chat either because I once again forgot to like check Twitch at all. This dungeon has always scared Songville. Took a while to figure out what the mechanics were. Made her feel stupid, but she gets it now. Not judging you, just so you know why. Yes, I was the one who got everyone killed. My cat plowed through the huge portion of mobs that we like did a skip around and pulled them all, and we wiped. In fairness to these people who are like surprised, like, how do you people not know all these skips? I've played since 2005 and I've never seen anybody do the skip that they did. So. Goodness gracious. The discussion about leveling gear right now happening in the chat is heated. Extremely heated for leveling gear. Yeah, I feel like the skips, oop, I thought we had pulled, I'm glad I did not run in there. I feel like these skips overall, they usually don't feel stealthy, they just feel dumb. Yeah, people are arguing about whether or not it's legitimate for people to roll on this or that as long as this stat is or is not present. And it's like, y'all are gonna be using this gear for 2 hours of gameplay. You gotta chill. Not really. I mean, they're kind of being rude, but at least they're just being, like, normal levels of gamer rude. I don't know, like, what used to be kind of rude, like, 15 years ago.
You have my thanks.
Like, they're not really cussing at each other, they're not telling each other to do anything terrible or whatever. They're just arguing. In a way, it's kind of a wholesome fight.
I can't cancel that yet. That spell is away. Instantly charging.
Alright, well, people know that we need to kill the adepts first because I didn't mark them. It worked out well. They learned. Great.
That spell is away.
I'm glad we're not jumping. I have jumped down this a few times and eaten it. Anzu is a great mount. I'm so glad I finally got that. I don't have it in this classic, but I have it in retail. Wait, some deaths will be happening. Yep. Oh hey, I can use this now. All right. Well, honestly, I think we're gonna pause. I want to eat some food. Good job, Red Willow. You try. We're gonna pause. I'm gonna have some food. Thank you. I don't know, like, do we need this to be more aesthetic in some way while I pause to eat? Oh, I can sit at this campfire. That will look aesthetic. Alright. Ollie, turn around. Ollie. We'll try coming around back through here. Oh, can we get back through there? Can I go in? Yes? No? Maybe? Yay? Ollie? 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 Alright, well, I guess she's gonna hang out back. We're gonna sit right here. I'm gonna have something to eat. Thank you. I thought it was. I don't have move 2. I just seem to have assist. Hooray, RP post. Is this... Is this happening in Novarith's infirmary room? Oh, I will have to do that once I'm done eating. Thank you, Songville. I guess new players might have been overwhelmed by the ability to be competent. What is your day looking like so far? I had a dream last night that I streamed and I got a new follower. And I guess part of me thought I had 19 out of 20 followers now, but I don't. I have 18 out of 20. That was indeed just a dream. That is good. How are the animals this morning? Did Grace get reintegrated yet with the other chickens? I'm so glad that you enjoy the streams, Songvale. It actually, I think it is a big part of the reason why I've continued to do them, even though progress has been slow. That's good. I hope that it continues to be well because A, it means Lucille gets to go out at all in the other run. But B, I feel like all chickens would be happier in a group unless they're Lucille and hate all other chickens. Also, is the post you made, is this in Novarith's infirmary room? Or was that what your yes before was about? Cool. A different future in which Lucille gets to go in the house and be a pet. My bad, I missed it. Huh, that's strange. I feel like we have talked about GOG before, but maybe we just looked at it and you didn't buy anything on it? feel like it might have been Skyrim, and then you ended up just playing Skyrim because I had it. Okay. I've wolfed down my breakfast. I don't know if we have time for another dungeon. The experience gain is not that wild. The bonus experience you get doing Cataclysm dungeons is just really not high. I get 140,000 experience, basically, for completing a random Cataclysm dungeon. But the 3 bubbles down there represent almost 600,000 points. So, like, the bonus is like half a bubble. It is really not very much. So I think we'll quest.
Are you here to help, Hunter? This valley serves as a natural choke point. If we can strangle this supply line, we buy our companions at the World Tree time to mount a counterattack. Cho'Gall's Twilight Providitors swear a blood elf that they will get their supplies through to the front, pledging a pound of their own considerable flesh for every pound of supplies they fail to deliver. They would rather die than fail. See to it that they do both.
A shot that good luck, friend.
Prisoners of the Twilight's Hammer are forced to lug around sundries for the war effort, like common pack animals. I want those supplies, and if we can free a few poor souls from the Hammer's shadowy grip, all the better. Kill the slave drivers along the road to our south, and nearby slaves should make a break for it. Search the packs they leave behind for anything valuable, and destroy anything you can't carry.
May the stars guide you.
Once again, I need to move the chat back to somewhere I can see it. Swear a blood elf. That is the weirdest case of insert player racier I have ever seen. You are correct. That is strange. Alright. They do indeed have a considerable amount. Okay, we're gonna get this one first. Oh, they all have slaves. Okay. Well, we'll save everybody. We are the heroes. They're green, so I'm hoping that they still are gonna give... Yeah, they still give reasonable experience. Okay. Twilight supplies. Strange warped blades packed in crates adorned with cryptic runes. Oh, I haven't remogged my crossbow back into a respectable bow.
That's still recharging. That spell is That's still recharging.
I'm not sure why all of these got dropped also, but it's convenient.
Target something first.
It is honestly kind of funny though when you
I can't loot that right now.
are over leveled.
I can't
All
loot
problems
that right
instantly solved. High DPS. Alright, we need 4 more hunters, 1 more preveditor.
now. That's still recharging.
It is interesting. It seems like every time any slave driver dies, more bags spawn than have actually been killed, which is interesting. I am behind on professions now, which I will rectify at the later date, that all of these things will occur back in lower level content after I have gotten to see the Veil again. I should also take, like, video footage of flying around in the Veil, or walking around in the Veil. Preserve it when inevitably it becomes completely inaccessible again.
I'm out of range.
They do look like they're being asked to carry quite a lot. Okay, one more hunter. And it's not gonna be me. Hunter? Hunter. I will take these videos and upload them for posterity.
Have you created some havoc down there, Red Willow?
Very well.
Jaddy kicks open one of the crates and picks up a curved dagger within. She immediately winces in pain. Ah! Cursed! This metal is cursed! It bites. When the dagger falls to the ground, it shatters as if made of brittle glass. What demented workmanship is this? Red Willow, I've never fought any foe like this before.
These probably have the highest resale.
Well done. The chaos we sow back here will be felt up and down the chain of command.
May the stars guide
Thank you, Red Willow. I worry that our actions here may be too little too late, but nature always has a way of rebuilding itself that never ceases to amaze. Have you heard of Logosh, the Wolf Ancient? In the Alliance tongue, he is known as Goldrin. I don't need to tell you how important the Wolf God has been to the Horde. His tenacity under adversity has been an inspiration to all our disparate races. Southwest of here, down in the valley, lies a shrine to Goldrin. My friend Takrik Ragehowl is refurbishing the shrine when I stopped hearing from him. I fear the worst. Please, find Takrik and make sure the shrine is okay.
Alright, onward we go. I don't know, I guess that didn't give very much experience either, so like maybe dungeons, despite like them feeling slow, are still faster than this. Which is a somewhat brutal revelation. This would be a long ride. On foot. Lycanthoth. Interesting. That's not good. Alright, where are we supposed to go? I guess I probably should have stayed either up on... It's either in this cave or up on the road. Because I don't know if during actual kata, if you could fly at this point. I think it must be up on the road. Or it could be here. Oh, maybe it's actually where the wolf statue is. Nope. Is this wolf statue used anywhere else in the game? I feel like I do not recognize this statue at all. I mean, I obviously would have seen it in Hyjal, but this might be a unique use of this asset. I am really not sure. Oh, I see. He's in a cage. Things are not going good for these folks. You can use this vendor while she's in here. Convenient, if confusing. Yeah, admittedly, that may have been rude of me to do.
Loktar, Hunter. Don't worry about this cage. These animals will come to fear me before long. My first priority is to clear this filth away from my beloved shrine. The shrine has been taken, Red Willow. We need the tenacity of Logosh more now than ever. These defilers, the lice-ridden wolfmen are running rampant over the shrine, dishonor the memory of the wolf god. They arrived with the Twilight Hammer, howling with their own twisted religion. They seek to corrupt noble Logosh to fit their own warped pantheon. Kill them, and bring me the tools of their worship, a kind of polluted incense. I must understand what they want with the shrine.
I was struggling there. I feel like I have done better orc male voices than that. That was really inconsistent. I tried. I will try harder in the future. This might be our last quest for today, though. I do have a few things that I need to get done before I walk into work in an hour. So I think after this quest is over, we will go ahead and call it. Songvale, are you thinking raid into somebody today, or would you like it just to be over? But yeah, hopefully at some point I'll get to let these people out of their cage. Go for either? Alright. Maybe we'll go see if that one streamer I would go into occasionally who was playing a lot of Zelda, depending on what he's playing, maybe we'll go there. Oh my goodness, I thought he would stand still while he was, like, claw ripping. Hazelnutty Games? I think I knew somebody who used to like Hazelnutty Games. That makes sense. I feel awkward about being a streamer with 2 viewers, though, going into, like, a big stream, and I feel like because I know the name Hazelnutty, she's gonna be one of those ones that has, like, way more than 10 people in her stream. How busy is her stream? I think I just feel like it's too much attention seeking unless I know somebody like I know Ashura. Dog's Bow of Ineptitude. Nice. Currently at 372. When you've been in there, like, do people often raid into Hazelnutty? Seen it happen. Don't watch that much lately. Well, I guess we can give it a shot. I think there are also settings that you can have turned on, like you have to be friends to raid into, or like have X many viewers or something like that. Like there is settings to block
I need to
unwanted raid-ins. But maybe if those aren't configured, it's okay. That is our last quest item, so we will go ahead and turn this in. And probably Hearth and call it for today. I do want to keep getting rested experience because this is a long process and I don't want it to take longer than it needs to. I don't think they've announced when the next patch is coming out for Miss, but it would be good to get there sooner rather than later. There isn't a big difference between launch Miss, Crossrang Wilds, and Landfall, but they do add like some buildings and stuff. I'm not as attached to like original Crossrang Wilds, so that's fine that I missed it, but I don't want to miss anything else, like observing it changing over time.
These animals were once men, but they've turned to mindless beasts under the influence of Twilight's hammer. Do not hesitate to slay them all.
Hakrik examines the incense.
Disgusting. This is like the incense we burn when we wish to commune with the spirits, but it's befouled.
Alright, let's go ahead and Hearth, and we will call it good for the day. Hey, that's our healer from yesterday, I think. Let's see. It's fine to let her settings be her boundaries. She seems chill. Agatha's trying really hard to get into a collapsed shopping bag. I mean, what a great toy, right? Alright. Let's put this on a nice view because I inevitably forget to turn off the stream in a timely fashion after starting a raid. And I'll alt-tab and go see what we got for raid into. Let's see. Raid channel. Is it Hazelnutty Games? Alright, into Hazelnutty Games we are going to go then. Thanks for hanging out today, folks. I will be back. I try to do WoW streams on Wednesday mornings from the US perspective, but I also pepper in other blah 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 blah. I also oh my goodness, it's a good thing the stream is over. I pepper in other games and times as well. If I stream on Friday morning, it probably will be art. I'll be drawing some stuff for the stream most likely, or maybe I'll be playing the new Pokemon game. You don't know. I don't know. Nobody knows. We'll find out when we get there. Have a good day, folks. Thanks. Goodbye.
That alt, like if you just level an alt to 80 as quick as you can through whatever. Is there a rough amount of bronze do you get, or does it matter? Does it depend on what you did to level the alt? Also, Starstorm, thanks for the raid, guys. Oh, this is so good. I love mint tea. It's so cheap, or at least it used to be. I don't know. I bought like a pound bag of it, or like a kilo or something, which for dry tea is a large quantity. Years and years ago, and it's like. It's just nice. It's so refreshing. It's nice and hot, and I don't know. Tea leaves compost down real nice. My partner bought me a present. He got me a compost thermometer that I can use to stick into my different compost piles to see if their temperature is going up, to chart their temperature, to find out when the the microbial activity has peaked and is falling, and therefore when the pile could benefit from another turning if you're trying to do a hot composting situation. I was excited to see that one of my piles actually is warming up a little bit, even though it's not really big enough yet. You want like a pretty good size to get a good hot compost going, and I don't have quite that volume just yet, but I'm working on it. Turn it. Doesn't seem like it's breaking down at all. Compost is my latest fixation. I'm in my compost era. I've been taking my moving boxes and sticking them out, because I never took them to get recycled. I've been sticking them out one at a time onto just my lawn to get rained on, because we've been getting torrential fall rains. And then once they're nice and soggy, I'll put on some gloves and I'll tear them up into little pieces, because it's way easier than